fitness family. How are you today? Today I wanted to take a few minutes out and share with you 10 ways to start eating clean once and for all. So let me introduce myself. My name is Cassie Phillips, and what authority do I have to tell you about eating healthy? Maybe not much. But I am a certified personal trainer and group fitness instructor, and I've been doing that for a very long time. I have a passion for healthy living, and just through research and lots of learning and extracurricular continuing education classes that I can take, books I've read, and then just my own personal experience, highs and lows, trial and error with healthy living. This is kind of my take on it. So, you know, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor, but these are just some really doable, manageable things that I think each of us can do in order to eat clean once and for all. Are you ready for number one? All right, number one, I have to look at my notes. Number one is to get some major support around you. What does that mean? You go and you tell the family, we are changing things up. It's not, here's what I'm doing, and then you guys are all going to do something else, or husband and wife, empty nesters, perhaps. I'm doing this, and you're doing this. I know that it's so hard, especially if you have kids. I've heard it over and over and over again. But my kids want this, and my kids need this, and then, you know, at night I get into my kids' snacks. And I mean, does your family really need to be eating that processed, high chemical, highly fattening, make me feel icky foods? Nobody really needs to be eating it. Now let me say, I am not perfect, and I do eat those foods sometimes, but they make up a very small percentage of my diet, and that's what I'm trying to teach my daughter too, is there are sometimes foods, and there are foods that we eat all of the time. So I know it's hard, guys, but tip number one is you have got to get your loved ones on board. You need a support system, and you all need to get healthy together. Okay? All right, so number two. Okay, you've got to clean out the kitchen. If it's not there, you won't eat it. Right? It's true. I have like 5 foods that if they're in the house, I don't stand a chance. So instead of thinking that because this is trial and error, instead of thinking, well, I'll just get it and I'll just have a little bite, and I'll just have a little bit, just a little bite before bed in the evening. Nope. That's what happens. Everybody has their trigger foods. Get the junk out of the house, all right? Are my glasses reflective? I feel like they're kind of weird. I'll leave them off. See if I can see my notes now. All right, so get the processed food out of the house, the potato chips, the ice cream. Can you have ice cream? Sure, you can have ice cream. But when you want ice cream, make a family event about it. Get in the car, drive to the Tasty Freeze, enjoy an ice cream cone, and come home. Instead of having it in the freezer every night and sitting in front of the TV and maybe eating more than you wish you would have. Okay, so if it's not in the house, you won't eat it. Get it out. Clean it out. Bye-bye. Number 3. I kind of touched on this. It's adopting the 80-20 rule. Of all the diets and things that I have tried, the 80-20 rule for me has worked better than anything. It means that 80% of the time, 80% of the day, 80% of the week, 80% of the time, I eat healthy, whole, clean foods. And 20% of the time, I eat foods that I really love and enjoy that aren't necessarily as healthy or as clean or as whole from Mother Earth type foods. Pizza? Yeah, pizza's my jam. And that's okay, because if I have it only 20% of the time and it's not a staple in my diet, it doesn't matter. When you're eating whole, clean foods most of the time, you're doing great. You're warding off disease, you're healthy, you're energized, and odds are that when you do overdo it, maybe you're 30% too much, oops, ate a little too much this weekend, kind of went all crazy, you don't feel good. once you're clean and you kind of step back into some of those fried foods or sugary foods, you're like, ugh, I'm too clean for this. I really feel this. So that was number 3, adopt the 80-20 rule. 4, follow and get creative. Get some good clean eating cookbooks. Find some really motivating food blogs, healthy food blogs that you like. Look up the hashtags. I like to look up eat clean, clean eating, fit family, stuff like that. You're going to find a ton of motivation. And when you're saturating yourself with positive people, doing positive things, it rubs off on you. All right? Number 5, plan. You've got to plan. So sit down each week, create a grocery list, look in the cupboard, see what you need, see what you need to pick up to make a few healthy recipes, a few leftovers. If you are working outside of the home, you're not a work from home person, then you need to think about lunch and maybe not going out for lunch as often, or at least cutting back. And what are you going to pack for lunch, etc., etc. Plan. It doesn't have to be complicated. You can plan ahead and keep things very simple and manageable. Honestly, my Monday through Friday dinner plan for my family is just, we're going to eat healthy food. And, maybe once a week I try a new recipe or really try to get creative. And then on the weekends, sometimes we'll have fun in the kitchen or whatever. But it's about sustenance and it has to taste decent. So we grill a lot. So there's always a lean protein, a bunch of veggies, maybe a side salad, maybe a starch a couple times a week, like a sweet potato or brown rice. And that's pretty much dinner. It's nothing fancy. And that's not because there's anything wrong with cooking recipes. It's just because I'm not a very good cook and I don't really like it. I don't really like cooking. I do like it in certain situations. Music, glass of wine. Yeah. Anyways, so keep it simple, but plan ahead. All right, let's keep going. Number 6. Wow. Be budget conscious. I was going to say conscientious. Be budget conscientious. So many people have the idea that eating healthy is going to be expensive, and it can be. I mean, if you choose to buy some local grass-fed beef and you're going to make some homemade burgers, that's going to be considerably more expensive than driving through Burger King, right? Okay, but you don't have to do that. So here are some rules that I ask you to follow so that you can save some pennies. We're a very budget conscientious household. So buy local when possible. Know when to buy organic. If you can't buy everything organic, which is ideal for clean eating, know which foods matter most. You can find a list online. And this one's really, maybe you're not going to like it, but I live by it. Eat less meat. And I am not a vegetarian. I feel good on meat. I eat meat. I'm grateful for meat, but I eat a lot less of it. I kind of am a vegetarian until about 6 o'clock at night. Sometimes a vegan until 6 o'clock at night. And that's when I eat my protein sources from meat. It's a lot less expensive. Plant protein's less expensive. And it's good for you. Okay, number 7. Oh, get creative. Oh, I like this one. Even though I don't like to cook, I like doing this kinds of stuff. So know how to replace some of your old favorites with healthier options. So for example, you can make, you can use Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise and sour cream, air popcorn instead of buttery boxed versions. You can make nice cream. Have you heard of that? Banana nice cream instead of ice cream. You can do healthy cookies or energy balls instead of fattening, buttery, sugary chocolate chip cookies. Those are great, but they are sometimes food. We went over that. Edamame or kale chips instead of chips, fresh homemade juices instead of sugary juices that you buy at the store, whole wheat, buckwheat, or homemade pasta and breads in place of the white stuff. I've made egg salad and chicken salad, my daughter's macaroni. She has never had boxed macaroni. I use a brown rice noodle and then cook that up, and then I add full fat cottage cheese for her fat, and a sprinkle of shredded cheddar. Maybe throw in some peas or something if we have them, and that's her macaroni. She loves it. It's healthy. It's clean. Number 8. Take it all in. If you're still watching after all that, exhale. Number 8 is realize you do not have to do everything all at once, that this is a process. Number 8, recognize this is a process, okay? Just because you run into the kitchen and you just throw away all this junk food doesn't mean like tomorrow I'm a clean eater and this is a piece of cake. Unfortunately, it's not like that. So, start small. An example could be changing up your salads. Maybe you've been using Hidden Valley Ranch dressing full of chemicals and very fattening. And maybe this week you try to make your own salad dressing. It's a process. Number 9. Clean up what you drink. Cocktails, beer, and wine have lots of sugar. Soda, juice, and sports drinks are just junk. Not sugarcoating this. They are junk. They're not good for you. They provide you nothing. Limit your alcohol intake. Drink wisely. Choose wisely. For example, ditch the 500-calorie margarita and opt for a glass of red wine instead. Think like that. Stop drinking soda. Switch to sparkling water. Quit ordering your mocha frappuccino and opt for an Americano. So kind of see how you switch here. Kind of just switch out. Healthier option. Clean up what you drink. All right. I drink water most of the time with this big jug. And I drink rooibos tea, but I'll do a post on that soon. I've actually got it about done. All right, number 10, the last tip for eating clean once and for all. Check your labels. All right, you may still find yourself buying and supporting brands that claim to be healthier and wholesome, and that's okay. Just check the ingredients, turn it over, and make sure you can pronounce everything. I have so many times been in the grocery store and been like, I'm just going to get this. It's just for this quick trip. We're just gonna, and I'll turn it over. I'll look and I'm like, I'm just going to go for it. I can't. This stuff is just junk. Put it back. Go home and make something. All right. So make sure you can pronounce everything on the label. 7 ingredients or less. 5 ingredients or less. Maybe even just 1 ingredient. So this whole clean eating thing has been a journey for me. I started with playing around with clean eating about going to be 35. Yeah, I was like 24, 25 when I started to ask what does it mean to be healthy. And just because I had Diet Coke in the fridge and fat-free ranch and stuff like that didn't mean I was a healthy dieter. I actually don't diet. I don't like to diet. Don't believe in dieting. I think it does serve a purpose, but the overall long-term goal is just to eat clean and eat for energy and have vitality and be strong and prevent disease, etc. So it's a journey. So those are my 10 tips, vlog style. Mom Strong. I hope you guys are doing well and you're having a great week. And this is just about 14 minutes. I'm sorry it's so long, but maybe it gave you something to do. All right, guys, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, thank you. Bye.